Look around you. This is where you are right now. This is the world around you, and just as there is a world outside, there is also a world within. The world within can be as rich and as vibrant as the world outside, and the more you travel there, the more you will discover as you develop the world inside of you. The world within is as real and more real than the world without, because just as you experience the world around you using your senses to shape your experiences of the world within is experienced through your imagination and your will to explore it. The world within is your world. It is everything you want and need it to be. Everything exists for you if you can see it. Right now, there is someone waiting for you in your world who wants to show you a new way to both see the world within and the world without. Go ahead and relax, making sure your hands and your feet are in comfortable positions. You can move them if you need to get into the most comfortable position for you as you take in a deep breath of air and listen to the sound of my voice. My voice will guide you, and as you listen to my voice, you begin to relax more and more deeply. Allow yourself to close your eyes, knowing that when you close your eyes, you are entering the world within you. The world within you is the most natural place for you to be. In this place, you do not have to think or act. You only need to relax and be. Your breathing comes naturally and easily. As easily and naturally as your desire to relax and allow yourself to be free here and now. Take a deep breath in, and with your eyes closed, you begin to notice the darkness of your vision. Relax in the darkness, knowing that just by the act of closing your eyes and relaxing that you can begin to enter the world within, a world of infinite possibilities. There are more things that can happen inside your mind than there are stars in the sky. As you breathe deeply, you might notice the darkness of your vision change color, or that dots or shapes appear and disappear quickly. This is completely natural. Your eyes are used to seeing and interpreting the world around you, and they stay on even when we close our eyes. Our eyes can see things even when they are closed, and in a moment you will use your imagination to see the world within you. All that's necessary to see the world within you is to imagine it. Allow yourself to relax as you imagine. Allow yourself to relax as you breathe deeply. With every breath, you are sinking deeply and more completely into yourself. Allowing yourself to relax, everything becomes easy and effortless. Here, you don't have to try, you just have to be. Allow yourself to be in this moment and in this place. Truly breathe, knowing that there is no one to please in this place, and absolutely no pressure. In this place, you can just breathe. This is a special place inside of you that you can go whenever you need to. Let the world outside of you vanish more and more with each deep and relaxing breath you take. You aren't escaping the world. It's still out there. It's just not here right now. Breathe in. And as you exhale, allow the world to disappear and float away from you. This is a place inside yourself where you can relax and be free. You can be yourself and become yourself in this place. There is absolutely no stress, no pain, and no fear in this place. And there will never be, and there can never be, because this is your place, your inner world. This place will become more rich and detailed every single time you come here, and the richer your inner world becomes, the more inspired and calm you will become, knowing that the same way you can shape the world within, you can also shape the world without. There are mentors and secrets and lessons that are waiting for you to discover in this place. And everything that is revealed and learned in here is from you and for you. You have exactly what you need within you. You've always had what you've needed inside of you. It's simply a matter of looking and seeing. You are here because you need to learn a new way of seeing. Both seeing what is within and seeing what is in front of you. Take a deep breath, knowing that with every breath you become more relaxed than you are, more relaxed than you have ever been. With your eyes closed, I want you to imagine a finger touching the space on your face between your eyes. Focus on the space between your eyes. Allow yourself to relax as you effortlessly focus on this small space as it sinks within you. Even though that this space is now inside you, it is still in front of you, and you feel absolutely no strain as you let yourself focus on that spot. Keep focusing on it, and you will notice that very, very slowly it begins to move. So slowly, you are unsure if it is actually moving or just vibrating. Relax as it rises very slowly. With your eyes closed, it feels as if you are staring inside of your own forehead. Notice that the area of your focus begins to take form as a circle. That dark circle becomes lighter, and you realize that it is transforming into a ball of bright silvery light. It is as if you have a bright moon floating above you. See the moon. Allow yourself to see the moon as you are embraced by the cool moonlight. Breathe it in and relax your eyes. You no longer need to focus or look up. You only need to keep your eyes closed and breathe deeply as you follow the sound of my voice. All you have to do right here, right now, is relax and breathe. You begin to notice that the darkness is not so dark anymore. You begin to notice the outline of things. Take in a deep breath of air. Hold and release. With each breath, you become more relaxed and you begin to see something. It's still dark, but you can see someone's outline in the moonlight. The silhouette in front of you becomes more and more clear, and you can see that the person is a woman, and she is heavenly. You begin to slowly approach her, and the more you approach her, the more you can see of her. You begin to notice how beautiful she is, and that she is wearing a cloak embroidered with stars. The stars on her cloak are shining and lighting up the area around her. She doesn't notice you yet. She is focusing on a little globe that she is holding and pointing at it with a little staff, as if she is calculating something in her mind. The globe that she is holding is covered in bright dots, but you don't recognize anywhere on it. She notices you. She notices you and begins to smile at you with love. She is happy that you have finally found her. She has been waiting for you for a very long time. You don't know who she is, and at the same time, you don't care to solve the mystery. You are just happy to be in this place with her. Allow yourself to enjoy this sight, delight in the mystery in front of you. You are completely comfortable as you take in this scene, as you take in this dream. This is the world within, the world inside of you. Look at her, see her, and notice that the reason you can see her is because of the reflection of the moonlight. Remember that not long ago you were in complete darkness and that without light you couldn't see anything at all. Realize that the way you see everything always is through the reflections of the light. Think deeply on this and know that she is watching you think about this. She wants to show you an entire new way to see, a way to see without light and without sight. She holds out her hand. She wants you to take it. When you are ready, take her hand. You watch as she waves her little staff at the moon and it turns off like a light. It seems completely dark. Then you begin to notice tiny shimmering from all around you. The shimmering gets brighter and you realize that you are surrounded by stars in the sky. They were always there. They've always been there. You just didn't notice them. You didn't notice them because you were seeing the world around you through the reflections of the light, while now you are seeing the light itself. You can no longer see the woman holding your hand, but you can feel her smile and her warmth. The woman points towards her little globe, and you suddenly realize that she wasn't recording the stars in the sky into a map. She was arranging them. She was writing her will amongst the stars in the sky. She creates her own maps to her own worlds, and she wants you to be able to do the same. She hands you her little staff. Accept it. Look at the stars above you. They are bright dots in the dark, and you realize for the first time that you can connect those dots with a wave of your staff. See the stars and use the little staff to connect the dots in the sky. At first, the image doesn't make sense to you, but you keep going, knowing that if a star isn't where you need it to be, you can simply move it or you can draw it in. Trust this process and keep connecting the dots. You will begin to notice that they are forming an image. Everyone's image is different, and your image might be completely different from what you might have expected. Without looking, trust the process and keep connecting the dots. Keep writing and drawing your will amongst the stars in the sky. Now, look up and see the image in the stars in the sky. See the image. This is a new constellation, a new star sign. There has never been another like it ever before. It is yours and yours alone. This sign is your constellation, written into the sky through the power of your imagination and your will, and it can lead you wherever you need to go. While others may be happy simply seeing constellations charted out for them, you now have the power to create your own constellations, your own ways, because you have a new way of seeing. You have a new way of seeing both the world within and the world without. This is a new ability which will allow you to see paths where there are no paths and ways where there are no ways. See the woman beside you. You no longer need the moonlight to see her, as she is lit by your constellation. Your constellation has always lit up your path. You've just never been able to see it before now. With this light, you can see through the darkness. Know that you can never get lost, because you have the power to see ways and to make ways where none have existed before. This is what she wanted you to understand. This is what she needed you to understand. She picks up her staff and waves it over the sky, and the moon is turned back on. The moonlight is so strong and bright that the stars in the sky start to fade. They haven't gone anywhere. They are just overwhelmed by the light of the moon. The woman smiles at you one more time because she knows that you have understood her secret, that we can see signs where there are no signs and make ways where there are no ways. She looks up at the moon and you follow her gaze. See the moon and enjoy the cool, refreshing light of the moon, and take it inside of you with every breath of deep relaxation. Focus on the moon and notice that the more you focus on its bright light, the more the world around you disappears. The more you stare at the light, the darker the world around you becomes. Everything around you becomes blacker than black, and the darkness slowly envelops everything around the moon. The light of the moon becomes weaker as the darkness fills more and more of your vision. With every breath you take, the moon becomes weaker and the light fades more and more. This deep feeling of relaxation you enjoy in the world within stays with you as you find yourself becoming more aware and alert the weaker the light becomes. Take in a deep breath. As the moonlight becomes even weaker, you are almost back to the real world. The light fades until it's not more than a shimmer, not more than a twinkle. Now, everything is black again. You are back here and now with me. You are back in the real world. Take one last deep breath of air in, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your time inside of the Mirage and meeting one of the Muses. Remember the image that you saw in your mind, as you will need it when you re-enter the Mirage. This way of seeing came to me when I was a child and can be used to fuel and ignite your creativity. To do this exercise, simply grab a sheet of paper and a pen and dot the paper with your pen as many times as you like. You can have a mess of dots, and you can continue to dot more heavily or lightly in places as you continue to dot the paper. You will have a chaos of dots. Now, connect the dots. Begin to connect the dots and draw what comes to you. Every single time you do this will be completely different, and eventually you will develop the ability to create something from nothing, form from chaos. Ultimately, seeing what isn't there, seeing what no one else sees, creates it so that it is there. This is a real power and ability that you can utilize in your creative endeavors. The ability to see what isn't there, to create it. Thank you so much for taking part in this Mirage, and I will see you in the next one. Let there be light were the first words ever spoken in the Bible. What if there is a way to see without light? What if we could see the world from within to create it?